dollars and cents segment right now. Cryptocurrency no longer just a curiosity. Despite ongoing warnings about volatility, scams, and relaxed oversight, digital currencies have become part of the financial mainstream.
Major investment firms and banks now offering Bitcoin funds, and a growing number of businesses now accept crypto as payment via PayPal, Venmo, and MasterCard. Consumer advocates, including consumer man Herb Weisbaum, are concerned about this modern-day gold rush. Herb is a contributing editor at checkbook.org. Herb, welcome back to ARC Seattle this morning. So we see and hear about crypto all the time. I still kind of don't understand it. I don't think you do either.
I'm still confused about it.
Tell us about this.
Most people don't understand it, but we see it advertised. We read about it in the newspapers and see it on TV. There's even a crypto.com stadium in Los Angeles. And the craze is powered by the fact that some people have gotten rich. Many people have lost money, but some people have gotten really rich. So there's this gold rush mentality out there right now. When Bitcoin first came about in 2010, a single coin was worth 0.3 of a cent. Today, it's worth about $110,000. So you can see why people are interested in it. But again, this is not, experts tell me, an investment. One compared it more to like betting on a football game over the weekend. It's not like any other investments that are out there. And that's why they're so concerned about people just rushing in this crypto craze that's going on and maybe not realizing how risky it can be.
And it's volatile. Tell us more about the volatility with it.
Oh, it sure is. It's very, very common. More volatile than stocks and bonds and commodities on average. It can fluctuate 2 to 4% a day. I was just looking before I came on the air with you guys because, Steve, you know how thorough I am. Crypto is down $2,000 in the last hour. So it was $122,000 when I started working on this story a couple of weeks ago, and it's now $110,000. So it's very volatile, and it's been subject to crashes in the past where things have been wiped out because there's been a hack or there's been some news that's out there, sometimes fake news, that can drive these things down. So it's a very volatile situation.
Obviously, it's important to sort of drive home the point about those hacks. Explain a little bit more about that.
Clearly, anything that is digital can be hacked, and that includes crypto. What they won't hack the blockchain, which is this thing that everybody talks about and nobody understands what it is, so I'm not going to talk about it. What they hack is either your wallet or they hack the company that is storing the Bitcoin for you, because you got to keep it somewhere. Since 2010, there have been 10 $100 million or more heists, hack attacks at these cryptocurrency places that store, these exchanges that store the money, at least 10. And the biggest one that took place earlier this year was $1.4 billion in Ethereum assets. That's the second biggest coin after Bitcoin. And this was stolen from an exchange called Bybit that's based in Dubai. And of course, when the money is gone, the money's gone. There's no FDIC insurance or anything. So all the people who had their Bitcoin, or their Ethereum coin, I should say, stored at this exchange, it's gone, and you're never going to see it again. Criminals love digital currencies because they can suck them up in a minute. They're untraceable. And I learned doing this story, there are a thing called tumblers or mixers. You always think everything digital can be traced. There are these apps they can use that you put the crypto in and it wipes out all the history, all the internet history of that cryptocurrency. So it's very, very difficult or impossible to trace.
My goodness. Wow. And we know President Trump has changed from a crypto skeptic in his first term in office to a crypto cheerleader this term. Why and how is he doing that?
2021, he told Fox News that it seemed like a scam. Now he says he wants America to be the crypto capital of the world. Critics say that one reason is because the president and his family and some of his advisors and friends have made a lot of money in crypto. But he believes that this is the way to go for the country, and we're going to have to live with it, like it or not. One of the things he recently did was sign an executive order that says that crypto can now be part of the plans that your employer offer you, the 401k plans. Crypto can now be in those plans. The rules are being written on this right now. Financial advisors I talked to, including Tom Cockett at Pella Wealth here in Bellevue, said it's just really, really, he wouldn't advise anybody to do such a thing. He said if you have that money to throw around, buy Beanie Babies or tulip bulbs, I don't know if you guys are old enough to remember, but there was the big crash in Holland in like 1500s when everybody invested in tulip bulbs and there was a bad crop. But one other consumer advocate said he compares it to not investing, but to betting on a football game on the weekend. Just be really, really careful. Unless it's money you know you can lose, like you're going to Vegas, you got to, $1,000 you can lose. Steer clear is my advice.
This is just so mind-blowing. I know that obviously one reason that some people like crypto, especially criminals, is the lack of government regulation. Are you required to report crypto holdings to the IRS?
Yep, started a couple of years ago. So if you have holdings or transactions, you are required to report that to the IRS. There's now a box that you check on the 1040 form.
All right. How can we learn more about this, Herb?
Well, two ways. You can either go to checkbook.org and read my story, or you can go to consumerpedia.org. Did a whole podcast on this with two former SEC officials who are very concerned about where things are headed with crypto.
Herb Weisbaum dressing up as the consumer man this morning on this Halloween. Looking good, buddy.
I should go out as a Bitcoin today, don't you think?
Oh, my gosh. There you go. Oh, wow.
Thank you,
All
Herb.
right.
Appreciate the warning about this very much.
Great information.
Still so complicated.
It
It's
is really confusing.
It's just beyond my comprehension of how this whole thing works. And I guess when you understand it, you understand it, but getting to that level just seems so complicated.
And I think really you've got to be able to have some of that disposable income to invest and see what happens. And if you lose it, you lose it.
Yeah.
Probably at this moment in time, for a lot of people, not the way to plan the retirement, right?
Yes.
Especially if you don't understand.
Some of that valuation has gone up drastically over the years, but it is volatile.
It is